I know it's weak. My heart feels more than words can speak. I'm driving past your house, hoping for a glimpse of you. I'm trying to find a way to reach you, but I don't know what to do, 'cause I can't stop the rain from falling. I can make this night become morning, and I can't stop my heart calling out to you, and I can't stop the rain.
When they get to the bit where Crocodile Dundee walks over the shoulders of all those people in the subway, with Sue Charlton waiting for him at the other end, and with all the people cheering and that, when it gets to that part, then she starts to snivel, and through the tears she says, "It's the gin. I really must stop drinking gin, because it makes me want to cry." Just the same, she passes you her glass, because she wants another slug, and you give her another gin, and make sure not to put too much water in it, because that's the way to bring about another bout of shouting and throwing things. Deep down inside you, there's a feeling that tonight is going to be another of those nights, and you try to remember if you still have some earplugs stuffed under the pillow on the spare room bed, and whether the bolt behind the door can stand another night of shouting and banging on it and crying and waking up all the neighbours. But now she decides she's hungry and she wants a takeaway. Don't argue with her, she wants a fucking takeaway. A china cup homes across the room, crashing on the wall behind you. It has the accuracy of an old Scud missile in the hands of a Congolese guerrilla who's been on the juice for several days. It misses you by half a cricket pitch, and that's indicative of the sort of reading she would be giving were she asked to take a breath test right now. Okay. Seemingly she wants a fucking takeaway. And for a moment you hope that she might send you out to get it alone. That way you can take the easy option. Just jump in the car and beat it home as fast as you can. Get home, fall into bed, pull the blankets tight around your head and take the telephone off the hook. Get some sleep and see what tomorrow brings, what tomorrow has in store for you and your relationship with this crazy, crazy girl. And yes, even for your own sanity. Yet the feeling in your nuts is telling you that they don't want to go home, not just yet, even though you try to explain to them that doing it with a dead drunk counts as necrophilia. But forget it. Forget that plan. She says she wants some fresh air, and she's coming along too. And being embarrassed by her in the King's Road must be better than rowing and shouting and throwing things all round the house. So you both set off down the road, you holding on to her and staring, and she grinning idiosyncratically at each and every one of the passing inhabitants of Kensington, at peace with all of them and the world at large. And she says, "Oh, isn't this fun?" And wouldn't it be nice to drop into the bunch of grapes on the way and take a glass of wine out on the pavement and watch the world go by? Which, of course, it would be, were she okay, were she the intelligent, scintillating, fun-to-be-with person that she can be when she's not completely rat-arsed, and if it wasn't a November evening and pissing with rain anyway, which, in her euphoria, she hadn't noticed. The chattering of the keys on his typewriter stopped, and for a moment his fingers hovered indecisively over them. Staring at what he had written, he thought, "Is that how it really happened, or are you exaggerating? Perhaps you're dramatizing it all because you want to write the novel. What do you want to do, tell porky pies and make your break, or tell it as it really happened? Hang all the dirty washing out, yours and hers and all the others involved? Stick a few heads on poles for everyone to see, hoping that out of all the pain, the tears and the guilt, lessons might come? that people might have some understanding of what makes a drunk a drunk. The page stared back at him, stuffed with his input, but giving him back no answers in return. Perhaps he thought it's some of one thing and some of the other. Perhaps he could sort all that out in the writing of it. The truth, the fiction, his feelings for her, and yes, even his motives for staying around her when they said that he shouldn't. Had he really loved her? Had he really believed that he could save her? Or had it just been her body? That and her money. The Wonga. The money he knew was a useful commodity to any wannabe writer. So for now, he said, just get it down as best you can, and worry about the honesty bit later. So he made the keys chatter again. But she's already through the door of the Grapes, with you following behind like a lemon. Straightway you see some of the regulars hit the deck, ducking for cover behind their evening papers and their cribbage boards. They know her only too well here, and the bartenders are grinning from ear to ear because they sense that now there's going to be some sport. She says she wants a Bacardi and lemon, which is not an exactly rational choice, given that she's been drinking gin all evening. But you buy her one, and you find a quiet corner, you giving grateful thanks that all the bar stools are taken, because she has a propensity for falling off bar stools when she's like this. In the corner it's smoky and cosy. The light is incandescent pink, claret on mahogany, snug with the pervading smell of nicotine all around. It's private, too. Decoratively patterned frosted glass windows shut out the outside world and make you feel safe from it. That world where everyone looks as if they know exactly where they're going, even if you know that inside they are just as lost as you. And you know that their CVs are all puffed up with economical truths, their lives spent talking in clichés, carelessly dropping names and throwaway lines. All of them busy living their lies. But now the bartenders appear to have forgotten all about her, and you hope that you can settle down to a quiet evening, being slightly stupid together and enjoying each other's company, like the way you do when she's sober. Because when she's sober, she's okay. She's more than that, she's a jewel, really fun and a smart girl to be seen around with. And she's rich too. Painfully, he screwed his eyes up, remembering what had happened next.